Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Stephen E. Keller, your host, aka Dr. Positive. Um, Again, welcome to Liberia Shall Rise. This is your host, Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. The show today is Religion and the Rise of Liberia. Religion and the Rise of Liberia. Religion and the Rise of Liberia. Please share if you're just joining me. The topic today is religion and the rise of Liberia. Religion and the rise of Liberia. Now, somebody might ask me, why did I choose religion instead of a church or Islam and the rise of Liberia, Pentecostals and the rise of Liberia? I wanted to look at religion as a whole because religion says it's the belief and worship of some supernatural power, something other or in the extraordinary, especially a personal God or gods. So this is why this show is for today, looking at religion and what role will religion play in the rise of Liberia. So I want us to look at something this morning. You know, as we all live in community, I'm about close to 38 or 40 years old now, and I've been going to church all my life. And I think every community you go to, or you have a mosque. If you don't have a mosque, you have a church or a Buddhist service center or something like that. So these are things that have been in our society all these while. And the question here is, can we really separate church from state? Can we really separate a church from a state? Can we really separate religion from the state? How can we ensure that we use the power religion have to develop our country? How can we ensure we use the power that the churches have in the society to develop our country? So let's go into the topic today. Again, remember, religion is the worship of something supernatural or extraordinary that is out there that nobody know, that somebody believe in. So no matter what your religion is, people, group of people coming together to worship and things like that. So this is why I think religion or some form of gathering of people is important in the rise of Liberia. So pastors, give me a chance to preach to you this morning. If you are a pastor and you're on here, say amen for me. Like this show, share it, and this will help your congregation, I believe. This is not a us versus you. I don't have any problem with those of you who are pastors. I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything against you guys. I admonish you for what you do. I thank God and I pray that God bless you and keep giving you strength to do what you do. But how can we use your platform? How can you use your platform of religion, the mosque, the Buddhist temple? How can you use those facilities to help improve our various countries, especially our little country, Liberia? Again, let's continue today and see what I have for you. All right. So, the church and leadership. Let's look at the church and leadership. What role is the church playing to create a vibrant society? What role is the church playing to create a vibrant society? To look at this, let's look at history. Where back in the days when the churches were first established, when religions were established, the role of the church was to make sure that the people are good, they are good citizens and things, and they have a path to heaven. And the church partner with the state uh, and make sure that people are doing good and the state can run peacefully. So, for example, in the Roman Empire, we had churches that were established and leaders were protecting the churches while the church put guide the people or encourage the people to live a better life. So in that way you kept peace in the whole society. In the whole society you had peace because you had like even the religious leaders were looked up to by these kings. So the kings protected the religious leaders, and the religious leaders ensured that the people were on the good side of the law, protecting the society, making the society better. So now, coming to today, why do I think the church has a key role in the rise of Liberia. I feel like the church has a key role in the rise of Liberia because the leaders, our leaders look up to you, pastors, our leaders look up to you for advice. So when the leaders come to you, your congregation relies on the decision that the leaders make to make to make a country better. So if the leaders come to you, what I'm admonishing you pastors is give them the best advice to benefit your people. It might be selfish, but you can call it selfish, but we all are on this earth in a way to protect our benefit, to create something better for us. So if you can help to create a better life on this earth by partnering with your politicians, by ensuring that they are doing the right thing for your people, I think God is going to bless you greatly. So pastors, let me preach to you this morning. Please, as these leaders come to you for advice, give them the best advice. Say, listen, my people are struggling. My people need food. My people need roads. Can you build the roads in these communities? Can you build these schools? The schools have no teachers. There's too much corruption in the school. Can you help us stop these problems? So these are the things that are very, very paramount in for a society to remain vibrant. So these are things that I'm advocating for pastors to start looking at as these leaders come to you for advice. These are the advices that you have to start giving them, because the society depends on your decision as a pastor, your advice as a pastor. So you give them the right advice to help your people, to make your people live better lives. So that's why I think the role of the churches are key in making a society vibrant. Amen. Okay, if you are on, please like, share. Again, just like to let me know that you are hearing me. I see I have few people watching, but thanks for joining me. This is Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. Today's show is the role of the church in the rise of Liberia. No, not the church, but the role of religion and the rise of Liberia. Religion and the rise of Liberia, because we have our imam, our churches, our pastors and priests that run all these religious organizations, and people come to them for advice. So I believe that God has given me the wisdom, and he spoke to me to talk to the pastors today, to preach to the pastors today, to tell them that when these leaders come to them for advice, please use your spiritual platform, use your word, your God, your platform to advise them in the best way possible that will benefit your congregation. Okay, now, pastors, this is something I'm asking, and you can blame me or you can get angry at me for all you want, but are you mentoring politicians or are you using them? Right? Politicians have time in a system. They get a position for 2 years. After that 2 years, it's over. And then they move on to something else. Sometimes they lose their job if they don't do well. So based on that short period of time they have in power, what are you doing to help improve the society as pastors? Or are you just accepting these politicians because they are giving your churches big offering, or because they are donating big things to your churches? If that is the case, pastor, I would say change your way. Change your way, because it's not helping the society. These guys need to do the best thing for our society. They need to create the best platform. They need to create the best solutions for our society. So what I'm asking you pastors is that when these guys come to you, be their mentor, be like a spiritual leader for them, or the priest, the imam, all of you. When these pastors or when these politicians come to you for advice, what I'm asking is that you speak to them from a spiritual level. Let them know that your people are struggling. Let them know that your people need food. Let them know that your people need roads. Let them know that your people need development, so that they can build the roads that lead to your churches, so that they can build the community that surrounds your churches, that surrounds your mosque, that surrounds your temple. In that way, you have a vibrant society built around the church. The church is helping in that case. So let there not be the other way around. Let the politician not be the one to determine what you guys do. Let the politicians not be the one to determine what you guys do. Again, this is Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. The show is Liberia Should Rise. If you are interested in a topic, or you have something to say, if you think I'm crazy about talking about our pastors, if you think I'm crazy about talking about religion and the rise of Liberia, Please call me at 682-503-9906. I wouldn't like to argue with you. I would like to agree for us to disagree that this is important for our societies to improve. So please join me this morning. Let's discuss the future of Liberia and religion. Now, who is the elephant in the country? Who is the elephant in the country? Is the politician, are the politician ruling the pastors or controlling the pastors, or the imam, or the priest? Or is it vice versa? Or should it be an equal thing? Somebody need to be there as the big brother. People need to look up to you as spiritual leaders. Let it not be the other way. Don't give up your rights because you are getting money from them. Don't give up your power, your political power, because your religious power, because you are getting money from some politician. So I know you guys will get angry at me, but I'm fine. Some way God will judge all of us, but I think we all have to start doing the best for our community. It's not only the government that is needed for a society to rise. It's not only a government that is important for our society to move forward. I think the role of the churches, I think the role of our the role of our Buddhist temple, the roles of all our religious organization is key in the rise of a society, and especially a society like mine, Liberia. So please share the video. Let's talk about this. If you are just joining me, again, this is Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. This is Liberia Shall Rise. Today's topic is religion and the rise of Liberia. Now, I'll play this video and you tell me after watching this video if there's really a separation of church and state. If there's really a separation of church and state, because our current leader, George Weah, went to see TD Joshua in Nigeria. And you watch the video and you be the judge. I'm not the judge here, but I think there was some reason that he went to see TD Joshua. And based on that, that's why I think this is important for for religious leaders to play a key part in changing our society. So watch this video and let's discuss.
I want to talk to my brother. You are welcome here today. Meeting you, I have received a lot of text messages. People don't know that without the corresponding power, we cannot pray to God. Without the corresponding power, we cannot pray to God. We cannot pray against God's way. God's choice is our choice. We cannot do everything against God. Every step we take, every moment, every action, intimation comes first. There must be suggestion to move before we move. If we have not heard any suggestion, we cannot move. If truly we are a man of God. If I'm a true man of God, I must hear from God. Move. Don't move. So my brother is here today because he loves his country and he wants God's choice for his country. And he wants to know God's opinion about his country. He's not here to impose himself or to, but what does God say about his country, Liberia? What is God's opinion? That is why he's here. We are not a herbalist, we are not a witch doctor. We are people of God. God's choice is our choice. So I received a lot of email. In fact, almost 50. But glory be to God, I'm happy that even our vice president, which is second to you, also sent me email that he would like to meet me. Good, that is good. God's opinion is what we should seek in our country. Simple. God is the answer, is the final. My brother, you are welcome. You are welcome, sir. This is our brother. We know him very, very well. You are welcome here. Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome. So, like I have said, without God, we cannot do anything. We cannot move forward. It's God that will tell us what to do. And the best place to go is to meet people God has given the grace to talk between material world and immaterial world. Communicator between visible and invisible. Meet them, let them tell you what is the way out, what is the next thing to do. Simple. So my people all over the world, please, without God's corresponding power, we, man of God, cannot pray to him. Not that we cannot pray, but to pray to God without corresponding power is not possible. There must be a suggestion to us from the Spirit. The Spirit intercedes for us. We don't know how to pray. This is what the Bible says. But we Christians today, we turn the Bible upside down. The Spirit intercedes for us. There must be a suggestion from the Spirit that do this, pray. We pray according to his will. And when we pray according to his will, we receive. They cannot pray against the will of God. You are the one saying, let the will of God be done. Is that not what you do say? That is it. But you just want something, you want something, you want something. But you don't know that in every step, in every action, in every moment, intimation confess.
All right, so that's a snippet of the video, guys. So you tell me, is there really separation between church and state? If you look at this image, right, we cannot build a big wall in the community and say, all right, this is where the church is going to sit, and this is where the society is going to sit. People runs the government, and people go to churches. So people that go to churches are the same people that runs the government, are the same people that live in a society. So in order for a society to thrive, we have to ensure that our churches, our mosques, our imam, our Buddhist temples have a key part to play in the role of government by advising, serving as advisors, serving as mentors to our politicians. Because if you give them good advices, they will respect, based on the respect the leaders have, our leaders, political leaders have for you, they're going to do the best to improve their society, to improve their communities, to do everything they can. As you saw in that video, George Weah went to see T.D. Joshua. Why? Because he needed a prayer, he needed a blessing in a way to kind of say, help me make my dream come true. But I would tell you, George Weah, I would tell any politician that no religious leader have the power to make God answer your prayer. You pray for yourself. Your dream, what is meant to happen, happens because of God's will. God made it happen. I mean, the pastors can intercede for you, but it is something that is planned. The Liberian people voted for you, George Weah. The Liberian people have planned in their mind that they wanted you to be their leader. So they were the ones that make this happen. I believe you can say that you went to T.D. Joshua, it had an influence, but the same T.D. Joshua was the one that predicted that Hillary Clinton was going to win the election, and she lost. So the fact that you went to him doesn't mean that he made you president. The Liberian people are the ones that made you president. So my advice to T.D. Joshua or you as the president, George Weah, is that take advice from those people. If you are giving them money, I don't know how much it costs you to see T.D. Joshua, but whatever it is, it's kind of like it's minimum to the value our people place in you, to the trust our people place in you. So the people need you to do your best you can to make them live a better life. So as you create your solutions to run Liberia, as you decide on what to do to run Liberia, I'm admonishing you to focus on the people. The people are the one that put you there. So these political, religious leaders that you might talk to, take advice from them, and you guys work as partners so that the political leaders can ensure that you, as George Weah, when you tell them something, say, listen, I need the people to do this, I need the people to do agriculture. Let the pastors be the one to help to make that dream come true, because people go to church every day. People go to church every Sunday. No matter how much money they have, they still go to church. So the pastors have something to do with the people moving forward in a society. So as you make your decision, as you partner up with these pastors, tell them that, listen, I know the people think that I'm going to accomplish this goal, but I need your help. I need you to advise them to start making farms. I need you to advise them to go to school. I need you to advise them to take on different career paths, because everybody is doing economics. Everybody is doing sociology. Nobody is doing engineering. So I need you as a pastor to start talking to these people to make sure that they take on the right career path. Make sure that they do the right thing to improve their family life. And then I will provide the environment as a president to make sure that the country do better. So this is why I think this is important. The church and the society, it should be a partnership, not one person benefiting all. Not only the pastors getting a big, or the religious leaders getting the benefit and the people suffering. So as you partner with these leaders, religious leaders, I'm asking you, I'm appealing to you in the name of God that you make the right decision. Make these guys work for the community. Make these guys work for the society. Let us create a new path in Liberia today. Let us use our religious platform, our religious strength to help our country to be better. Now, what role is the church playing to create a better society? Again, I just said it all. What role is your church playing to create a better society? Is your church, are people coming to you for advice? Your members, are you helping them to create a future for them and their family? When was the last time you in your church had a career fair? When was the last time you sat your members down and said, listen, it's been 10 years you've been in this church. I don't see no improvement in your life. Why are you not going to school? Why are you not doing something to change your life? Why are you not making farm? I know you don't have money to go to school now, but can you go to create a farm and start selling potato greens to feed your family? Right? I know we can pray to God. Let's work on a plan and then pray to God to make that plan possible. I think that's the best thing we can do as a people, as a society, as church leaders, as religious leaders. This is the way we can help to make our society better. This is my plea to you this morning. If I can preach to you this morning, I'll say, in Jesus' name, please help the society get better. Don't just do it for yourself. Don't be selfish, pastors. Don't be selfish, bishop. Don't be selfish, imam. Let's make sure when our children come to you and say they are stressed in the church, be the one to help them make the right decision. Can't bring these kids together and find out what their needs are in the churches, not just coming to church on Sunday and paying offering and leaving, paying tithes and leaving, and things like that. Let's change the way our churches run in our society today, because our religious organization are the key to a vibrant society. And if we leave the society, leave the religion out of society, it's going to be a mistake. See a whole lot of things happening around the world today because our religions are now sitting in the background and just becoming this place where people go to gather and meet. People are not helping each other. People are fighting each other. People are killing each other. Our leaders need to step up. When something wrong happens in the world, when something wrong happens in your community, step up and say something as a religious leader. Even if nobody show up to your church on Sunday, that's fine, but don't use your platform to benefit yourself. Don't use your platform to just to get more money from our political leaders. Use your platform to help make a better society. This is my prayer to you this morning. This is my wish for all religious leaders. Please use your power. Use your power to make our societies better. Use your power to make Liberia better. Use your power to make Ghana better. Use your power to make Africa better. T.D. Joshua, almost every African leaders come to you for help or for advice. Why can you use that platform, T.D. Joshua, to help our communities, to help Nigeria to even move to another level? right? All the poverty that is in Nigeria today, TD Joshua, some of you religious leaders have planes, you have jets, you have 10, 15 cars. How many cars can carry one person somewhere? Even as a political lead, as a religious leader, how many cars do you need? Right? Only one car you need to travel anywhere around the world. So, and to from anywhere. So please, religious leaders, use your platform, use your wealth to help the community and help our political leaders make the better decisions to make our society better. Again, this is Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. Welcome to Liberia Shall Rise. This is your host. Please call me 682-503-9906. I know some of you might not want to get in trouble with your pastor. This is not a us versus them. I'm not saying the pastors are doing bad. They are doing good in our society, but we need a better a change. For 2018, we need a change. Now, what is your church doing for the community? Again, I just said that. What is your church doing for the community? If you have a church that is basically like a mansion and you have people living in poverty, that's sad. That's sad. So let's do something different. In Liberia, we have something called susu. Why can't we put our members together and say, listen, we know everybody is not working, so we're going to put, besides the offering we collect, we're going to put $5 here every month for all members that are struggling. And then this $5 is going to be divided in among members, or maybe one member will eat this month, the next month another member eat this other month. In that way, you're contributing. Even if it's $100, you are contributing it to the change of somebody else's life. You are changing somebody else's life, or even anything different that you could do to benefit your members. You know, as this politician, it can come to you for advice. Please tell them that your people are struggling. Please tell them that your people need schools. Please tell them that your people need jobs. And help your society to thrive. Help your society to do better. Help your society to do better. Again, I want to thank all of you for sharing the video this morning. I want to thank you all for sharing. Whatever you do to help make this message go out, it's going to be very, very great. I know this is not a topic that most people would do, but this is what God laid on my heart. This is what God asked me to say to our community. What is the role of the church in the development of our society? As you can see this picture, there's no bridge that separates the society from the government. There's no bridge. There's not this big wall that when you cross this wall, then you become a government official. When you cross the other wall, then you become a citizen. No, it's one society. We have one society that everybody live in. The political leaders come to church, and through they first start from the church. They become church members, and then from church members, some of them then become political leaders, or they even go to the mosque. They become members of your mosque before they become politicians. So as they are in that area, let's speak about trust. Let's speak about good governance. Let's speak about creating a vibrant society in our churches, in our mosques, in our temples. Let's do that, and then together we can all make this world a better place. I know we all are striving to fight to go to heaven, but if we don't create a good life for our people here on earth, how then can we say we'll have a paradise somewhere that we can go and enjoy after making our people to struggle, after making our people to die, after killing our children, after making our children to struggle for a long time? How then can we say we're going to create a vibrant society? When people, can I get an amen somewhere? Can somebody please give me a thumbs up and let me know that what I'm saying has something to do with making our society better? Somebody please like this video, share it, do something for me. Let's make this message go out there. Let our pastor share with your pastor, share with your members, and let us make a different society for 2018. Let's use our religious platform to create better society. What seed are you sowing for society, pastors? Are your members just religious leaders? Are your members just seeing you as this very wealthy person while they all struggle? Are your members seeing you as this God on earth while they struggle? I know we can say we can pray to God, but you cannot pray for somebody that doesn't. You cannot pray for somebody to succeed if you don't help them to make a plan to succeed. as we go forward in this discussion, you will see I have an idea to help you guys improve your communities, improve your congregations. In that way, we all can make our society better. In that way, whether you are a pastor in America, whether you are a pastor in Liberia, the more your people do better, the better it is for you. And the more you partner with these politicians to make them to create a better society for your people, the better our world will be. So please, religious leaders, use your platform to make our nations better. Use your platforms to make our society better. Use your platform to make our people stop killing each other. Use your platform to help our people live better lives. I just want to say, please, in the name of God, in the name of Allah, in the name of whatever you worship, in the name of whatever your religious affiliation it may be, please, let's use those platforms to make our society better. I'm going to take a musical break. When I return, then we'll continue with the next part of the show, religion and a better society. Religion and a better society. Why do I think this is crucial? Why do I think religion has a crucial role in making our society better? So I'm going to do a song by 231 featuring Senator John A. Barlow. The song is a song that was made for the election in Liberia, but I think it's still relevant for our topic today. So I'm going to play this song for you. Enjoy the song while I take a musical break.
I know where the world is on fire. The world is on fire. The world is on fire. Hey, I ain't stopping right now, cause the world is on fire. The world is on fire. The world is on fire. Hey, I ain't going nowhere, the world is on fire. The world is on fire. The world is on fire. Hey, and I ain't stopping right now, cause the world is on fire. So me too, I'm on fire.
Yeah, when I think about what my mama said, her days were better. But if you listen to what her mama said, her days were even better. How does it get worse? Somebody please show me the best person. Too many names on the list claim to be experts, and yes, it hurts that we still can't connect. Let's not forget the people got the best voice. Peace, it's all I wanna see. I believe in you and you believe in me. That's how it's supposed to be until eternity, for all eternity. So I do care who wins election. Cause a leader's supposed to be a good person, somebody everybody put the trust in. Yes, then I can vote for you. But if it's not the case, I got a message for you. These kids wanna grow, and we don't wanna suffer tomorrow. We had enough. Now it's time to construct. That's what's up. So vote for your life. Do it for yourself and your family. It's your right. Do it for the people around you that you like. Cause only you and me can save us out this nightmare. Cause this really is a nightmare. I'm a citizen, I speak truth, what do I care? We about to give ourselves to someone out there, so we better open our eyes when we go out there. There's plenty of bad guys and there's guys, man, they're out there. We suffer for too long and it's not fair. So Mr. President, look at me. We expect you to do things more properly.
The world is on fire. The world is on fire. So me too, I'm on fire. I may be just too young to understand this. It's my fault, didn't understand your language. My heart beats when I hear the sound of your thunder, cause it reminds me the end is getting nearer. Lord, I pray that you lead us in the right directions. The path that I'm walking is dangerous, Lord, I need protection. I know that you gave us the right to choose, and I know I made the wrong choices. After all, this is what was meant to be. All of the slavery affecting us physically and mentally. This the kind of song I put on repeat. And I listen to it over and over until I pass. And I will not stop until I pass. We hurt too many innocent people in our past. We gotta thank God for this freedom that we have. And it's our duty as Liberians to make it last.
Once again, we've reached a critical stage of our nation's democracy. A time when we must choose a new president that will lead Liberia into prosperity by building on the progress while correcting the mistakes of this government. We, the people, must resist all forms of electoral violence. We should participate freely in these elections and firmly support the results. Don't forget the horrors of the war. They should be our lessons in reminding us to choose good leaders and conducting ourselves as civilized people. It is the responsibility of all political parties to commit to peace, the democratic process, and the pronounced results of elections. For the sake of our children and the vulnerable, for the sake of the next generation and ourselves, we must protect Liberia.
Again, welcome to Liberia Shall Rise. This is your host, Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. I just want to thank a few people that are watching right now. My own brother, Abenico Mannion, Austin Cooper, Miss Sebi, Pastor Sebi, Dalia. Again, I just want to thank all of you and everyone else that is watching across the world. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate your support. You have been a staunch supporter, that Reverend Sebi. I know your platform is what you use to help us make a better community, to help make a better society. And your last live show was great, such that you focus on what can the church do, or what can your members do this 2018 to better themselves. And I think that's great. That's what we want to see in a society. So I want to thank you for what you do, Pastor Sebi. Keep doing that. And I pray that God bless you and give you more wisdom and understanding as you keep doing what you do. And this is why I commented on your post, and I said, God was making my dream. You are making my dream come true, because what I intended to have as a topic this week, and I saw you as a pastor focusing on exactly what I wanted to discuss on my show. And God makes things happen. And I think as we all work together, as we all have the same mindset to create a better society, eventually our world will become a better place. So thank you for what you do. Thank you. And I pray that God keep giving you wisdom and understanding. And to all of you pastors who might watch this video, or who might come across this video, to all of you imam who might come across this video, to all of you priests who might come across this video, let's use 2018 to focus on our people. Let's use 2018 to help our people to become better. The better your people become, the churches will thrive. Most churches have 2-3 members today because our church has lost its ground in the society. The churches have stopped focusing on what they used to be for. They are now doing less for their people. Let's help our people to get back in love with the church. Let's help our people to get back in love with the mosque. Let's help our people get back in love with the temple. Because a society without rules and regulation, a society without values, will go into chaos. So that's why I'm appealing to you. There's no way we can separate the church from the state. Even though you see Ronald Reagan message here that said, we establish no religion in this country. We command no worship. We mandate no belief. Nor will we ever. Church and state are and must remain separate. That cannot be true. I beg to differ. That is not true. People live in a society. People go to church. And church members become politicians. So how can we say we can separate politicians, or we can separate the church from the state? I mean, like, if you're saying the laws and stuff, but that's true. But the fact that people are the ones that run churches, the fact that people are the ones that run society, they are the same people that go to churches. So there's no way we can separate church and society. There's no way we can separate church and government. We should have a partnership instead. I'm appealing. Let's create a partnership between church and society. As you saw in the video, George Weah left from Liberia and went to Nigeria to see T.D. Joshua. Was there no pastor in Liberia that could bless George Weah? Well, was there no pastor that in Ghana that could bless Atta Mills when he left from Ghana to go to Nigeria to seek TD Joshua advice? So if we see our leaders are going to these politicians for advice, how can we then say there's no relationship between the church and the society? Let you political, religious leaders use your platform to help our people become better. As these politicians come to you for advice, tell them that your people are struggling. Tell them that you will pray that God make them strong. Advise them, stay on their phone until they do better for your community, until they do better for the society, until they build those schools that they promised to build, until they build those roads that they promised to build, because you cannot keep your children walking to school all these years. Our children need better. Our counties need better. Liberia, especially Liberia, look at all the rural areas we have. We need roads to those places. If you are pastors in those places, as your political leaders come to you, or if you are imam, or a bishop or priest, anybody, no matter what your role is, once you have politicians coming to your church, use that platform to tell them what is right for your people, because we cannot only focus on getting build the most luxurious church building in the community. We have to focus on helping our people. Again, let me just go back. Sorry for the diversion, but this is very, very sad, and I pray that we have a different mindset as people this time around. Let's help our members enhance their life on earth. You know, we can all build wealth. Let me start this. As churches, we cannot only focus on building wealth. Let's build wealth for our people as mosques. Let's not build the most luxurious mosque on the block. Even if we worship in the backyard, it's better for our people to be doing better. When was the last time you sat your members down and said, listen, guys, we need you to improve your life. Your family is struggling. When was the last time you sat the men in your church or the women in your church, people that are promiscuous and down, and said, listen, the more you spend money that's supposed to be used on your family, the more impact it will have on your family. So we need to do more things than just accepting offerings, accepting donations. We have to now start helping our people, making decisions, standing up. Even like I said, if you only have one member, have that one member because they are true to you. They know that you are standing up for something that they believe in. Know that your platform is very important. Know that. Whatever platform you have as a church, as a community, it is very important. Use that to help our politicians become better. Teach politicians to love and care for their communities. Again, I just said this. You can help them. Some of these guys need advice. Some of them were rebel leaders. Some of them were people that never had their fathers in their life. Some of them were people that never had the right training at home. But some, as a pastor, you as a religious leader, you can use your platform to advise them. Even if they had the right training, everybody still needs some form of advice. So if you can mentor those leaders to become better, your church still benefit. The more the politicians do better for your society, the better your community will be. The more the politicians do better for the communities they are in, the district, the better it will be for your community. Empower members to achieve their greatest dreams. Empower members to achieve their greatest dream. This is not us versus you. I'm appealing to you, pastors. This year, do something different. I'm appealing to you, those who are in a mosque, or those bishop, priests, Catholic priests, wherever your religion is. Once you have a platform that people come and listen to you, set them down and say, listen, guys, we need to focus on career development. Some of you been here for 5 years. I haven't seen any improvement in your offering. I haven't seen any improvement in your life. What's happening to you? Do you have a job? Do you have a life? What are you doing with your life? What plans do you have to improve your life? In that way, your people are now focusing on developing their life. For example, if you have 100 members, and those 100 members are only giving you $1 in offering every Sunday because they have to struggle to pay their rent, That's $100 a month that is coming, $100 or $400 every month that you'll be getting as a religious leader. But if you help your members focus on career development and their income increase drastically, even if it goes to $500, that's $2,000 that will be coming to you. Because if ever you have 100 members, each of them give $5, that's $500. Multiply that by 4. Every Sunday, every month, you'll be getting about $2,000 in your coffers just from people donating constant $5 to your churches. You can build different things. You can focus on schools with that money. You can focus on paying your rent with that money. Just when your members contribute, you have 100 members, each of them contribute $5 constantly every month. Every Sunday, $5 constantly. That's $2,000 coming to your church. So you have to help your members become better society, help them become better in the society, help them to find jobs. If you have a members that is working at McDonald's, for God's sake, help them to get out of McDonald's. Let them work on a plan to graduate from McDonald's and move on to something better. If you have members that are only making $7 an hour, for God's sake, you cannot pay your bills. You cannot do anything with $7 an hour. So please help them. Come up with a plan. Even ask the question, say, if you have anybody in our church that is making less than $10 an hour, we need you to come so we can start discussing your future, because that cannot help our church grow. That cannot help you grow. That cannot help your family move forward. So please come up, stand up. Let's do something different. Let's change your life. Let's come up with a plan. Let's go to universities and talk about what you can do, even vocational skills that are available for you to take. These are things that we have to start looking at now as pastors, as religious leaders, because our people are struggling, because they come to us every Sunday for advice, every Friday for advice, every Saturday for advice, and we only tell them, look up to God, and God will give you a well, and God will make everything possible for you. If you pray, for example, you've been living in a society and you only pray to get a job. You don't have a degree. You don't have any skills, but you want to work at Boeing. You want to build aircraft. Will God answer that prayer? Right? There's a faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. So you have to have a plan. I want to work at Boeing. What do I need to work at Boeing? I need to go to aircraft. I need to go and learn how to become an aircraft mechanic. I need to go to learn how to be an aeronautic engineer. I need to do that. So your pastors and whoever religious leaders you have, you guys come up with a plan. In 5 years, this is where I want to go. And say, even because of that, pastor, I'm not going to pay offering, but I'm going to sweep the church. I'm not going to pay offering, but I'm going to wash the dishes when people eat in the church. That's my contribution to the church. So the pastor know that today my member is working to become aeronautic engineer. In 5 years, we're going to have an aeronautic engineer in our church. And that's a blessing for the church. That's a blessing for the church. So what I'm asking is, let's do something different this year, please, pastor. Let's do something different. Bishop, all religious leaders, for God's sake, let's do something different for our people. Let's help them to better themselves. And through that, we will reap the benefit. It costs money to run society, to run a religious organization. So if you are not doing anything to help your people to get that money, I'm sorry, you are not the right person to lead them. If you are not doing the right thing to help them better themselves, you are not the right person to lead them. I'm sorry to preach to you this morning, but if I have to do my last preaching, this is it for you guys this morning. Please help your people this year. 2018, we need a different society. Liberia, if Liberia shall rise, we have so many churches. People go there and pray for better days. But what are we doing to ensure that they reach that better days? In the old days, you could pray and God would make bread to fall from the sky. It's not happening anymore. So how can we make those people to get their own bread? How can we make those people to get their own food? We can do that by helping them by empowering them to change their lives, to improve their lives. So let's do something different this 2018. Have a career fair, pastors. Have a career fairs in your mosque. Have a career fair in your churches, in your temple. Have a career fair. Bring your members to the table and say, listen, guys, I'm going to be real. We need money to run our church. We need money to do other things like charity events. So this is how we're going to work on that to make money. All of you have to tell me, or all of you have to come up with a plan to improve your life. If you are not already working, you have to come up with a plan to improve your life. If you are on unemployment, you have to come up with a plan to get off unemployment. In that way, we know our members are not striving for bread and butter on earth. Encourage education and prosperity, and you will benefit more. I just said this 15 or 20 minutes. I cannot say this any further. But again, this is the message, guys. Pastors, imam, bishop, priest, everybody that is hearing this Facebook Live post today, please, this is what you need for your church to improve, for your organization to improve. To whom does the treasure belongs? To whom does the treasure belong? The picture here you see in the bottom is a church that was is going to be built in Nigeria. Maybe it's already built. I'm not going to say the pastor name. You guys can search for this picture online and you will find it. But this is a church that is being built. That have been either being built. This pastor has about 3 or 4 jets. 3 or 4 jets in Nigeria. Right? And people are struggling. These kids need some form of school. One jet, the price of one jet can pay the education for these kids for 10, 15 years. Can send some of them to college. Right? And a pastor have 3 jets. Besides that, they have multiple cars, Bentley, all these expensive cars, 100,000, 200,000, 3 million cars, while your members struggle. Why your community surrounding you struggle? You know, the Bible says, you know, if you want to build wealth, will you rather build wealth in heaven or build wealth on earth? Right? Let me read what I have here so I won't mess it up. Will you build your treasure on earth while God's children suffer? Right? Will you build your treasures on earth while God's children suffer? Pastors, bishop, imam, will you build those treasures? Do we need a football field for a church when our people struggle to come to church? Do we need this kind of thing? Do we need this building? Do we really need something like this? I'm not saying don't be flamboyant in your church. Don't make people to have a beautiful place to come. But the people that are coming to that place, what do they have to give? What do they have to offer? If they are struggling, crediting money, taking debt, getting into debt to pay their offering, then you need to find something else for them to do. You need to change your mindset. You need to change your way of doing things for these people to survive better than what their life is right now. So I'm saying, to whom does the treasure belongs? Now, will you share your wealth with the poor? Sell 2 of your cars and say, I'm going to build a school for these kids. Sell 2 of your jets and say, I'm going to build school for these kids. Those of you religious leaders in Liberia, I know you don't have these kind of facility yet, but politicians do give you money. Politicians do come to you. Instead of just taking their money and saying, yes, we'll pray for you. Tell them, say, listen, the road to our community has been here for 20 years. It hasn't been built. Can you ensure that you rather build to help us build this road? The schools don't have school buses. Can you guys rather build to ensure that our children get buses to take them to school? In Grand Jita or in Sando, there's no bridge to go to the kids' school. The kids have to get on Kino to go to school. Can you help us build a bridge? Again, in this way, our society is developing, and our pastors, our bishop, our imam are partnering with people to make this possible. And this is all I'm appealing for. This is all I'm asking for. Remember, the Bible says that it is easier for a camel to fit in a needle hole than for a rich man to go to heaven. Again, I'm going to repeat the book that you guys use every Sunday. This is not my word. It says it's very easier for a camel to fit in a needle hole than for a rich man to go to heaven. If you are a pastor, or if you are a bishop, if you are an imam, if you are a priest, and you have a Lamborghini and your members are walking to church, and your members are struggling, and your members are dying from starvation, I think you are a rich person. So the best thing you can do for us on earth is to help us make a better society. This is all I have for you. This is, again, your host, Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. I know nobody called in today. That's fine. But I just want this message to come out. Please share the video. If you just watch it after it's over, share it with people you know, share it with your friends. I'm just going to do one more thing before we conclude this. I'm going to do our prayer, the special prayer that I usually have for Liberia. Why is this important? Why I think this is crucial if Liberia should rise. All of us need to have a place in this society. Again, all of you that watch, thanks for watching. Please share this. If you find this important, if you find this essential, please share it with your members, share it with your community, that we need to create plans. We need to sit down with our members. We need to sit down with our congregation and say, listen, guys, I see our offering is going down. Our offering has been $20 for the last month. We need to improve that. What can we do to improve that? All of you, if you're not working, if you don't have a job, we need to sit down and find a way to improve your life, because if your life improves, our life as a church will improve. We can focus on doing better things for the society with your offering improving. So to end this, I just want to ask you to join me. Whatever your religion is, join me. Let's say this prayer together. Join me, please. Let's say this prayer together. It says, dear Lord, please help Liberia to rise, or help Liberia to prosper, and give me the strength and the wisdom to play an integral role in this process. Dear Lord, I ask that you make Liberia to rise and become the best place for its members, for its people and visitors. Help Liberia to rise and become one of the best places to live for its people and visitors. Oh Lord, let Liberia become a beacon of peace, love, and prosperity. Dear Lord, let Liberia rise over land and over sea. Amen. Again, thank you for watching this show this morning. This is your host, Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. I appreciate you being here with me. I appreciate you taking up the time to spend your Saturday morning with me. You have a great week, and I pray that God bless you. I pray that God help your dreams come true this 2018. I pray that He grant you the strength and wisdom to play an integral part in the growth of Liberia and in the future of Liberia. As I end this show, I say, thank you, and may God bless you. And as religious leaders, I pray that you guys have more wisdom to lead your people, to help your people to become better citizens, to help your people become better in the society. Let me check. I didn't see no comment, and I don't see any comment on my feed. So let me just check quick. But if not, I just want to thank you all that watched. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you spending your time with me. Once again, you have a great Saturday. Thank you, and may God bless you and give you all your heart desires. This is Stephen E. Keller, aka Dr. Positive. You have a great day.